Hello, everybody, and welcome to the GDQ Hotfix. Brosentia here, coming with another episode of the Hotfix Grudge Match. Two players being pitted against each other in a game that they have never played before, hopefully to resolve all of their problems and differences. First, though, I have a few announcements to give out. Frame Fatales will be having its next all-women speedrunning event. Oh my gosh, come on, use my mouth. Flame Fatales this weekend. It's happening this weekend from August 21st to 27th. The marathon schedule is out now. Type !FF in Twitch chat or go to gamesdonequick.com/Frame Fatales for more information. Also, check out our highlights channel, which features standout moments from our Hotfix shows. If you use !highlights in Twitch chat, you'll get a link to show you a little bit more over there. Also, one last thing, if you're watching on YouTube, go to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick. We actually have all of these shows live. You're getting a little bit of a buffer, maybe a 2-day buffer before you're able to see these on YouTube. So if you want to see it while we're live, come over. We start weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. Well, I'm really excited about the show that we have tonight because first up, we have two fierce roommates who apparently have a very big grudge that they need to sort out. Cantaloupe Me and Dragon Dark. First, Cantaloupe Me there. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing peachy.
Good. Yeah, I see that your favorite game that you listed to me, which actually comes at a little bit of a surprise to me. You said that Assassin's Creed 2 is your favorite game of all time?
It's definitely one of my top favorites. I really enjoyed playing that back in the day. Of course, that's nothing I speedrun, but still at the same time, I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you do speedruns though, right?
Oh yes.
What do you tend to stick with?
I'm mostly like NES, SNES stuff. I'm known for like the Zelda series, Castlevania series, stuff like that. But I've branched out, done some things. Even did Casino Kid 2 recently, which was definitely a very game.
I played a little bit of the first Casino Kid, didn't do very well. Oh, I went bankrupt. Yeah, there are a few of those on NES. Well, sweet. I also see that you really love barbecue. You really love ribs, from what you told me.
Oh yes, ribs are extremely tasty. Season them up, blacken them up, throw them on the grill, oven, whatever you gotta do. Load them up with sauce and just go to town. And do not dump them on electronical equipment. It usually does not work very well. Those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I presume we might hear a little bit more about that at some point. Maybe not, that's fine. But yeah, everybody keep ribs and electronics apart. Well, Cantaloupe Me, you are up against Dragon Dark, your roommate. Hello there, Dragon Dark.
Who are you?
Where am I? Me. Oh my
This
gosh.
isn't Kusa Grande, but good. I've been lied to, I swear.
No, it's just me finding a game to make you suffer through again. Hey, look, this isn't Wizard of Oz, okay?
Please, Wizard of Oz isn't even that bad now. They got rid of the lemon drop game.
Okay, so a little bit of a backstory for everybody. Dragon Dark made me speedrun Athena. I made him speedrun Wizard of Oz. I completed my end of the deal of the bargain that we made. And one day, now that minigame is out of Wizard of Oz, you might be able to do it. I've got faith in you, Dragon Dark.
Still owe me a pizza.
Oh, yeah. Speaking about pizza, that's what you said is your favorite food. I do need to buy you a pizza.
Do you even remember why you owe me a pizza?
I have no clue why. Idea.
Because it took you a year to send me my trophy for the first Kusa Grande.
Okay. Let's move on. Favorite games. What are your favorite games here?
I mean, there's a lot of them. But if you want an example of what is a quote-unquote memorable experience, go watch the 2016 run from RPG Limit Break of Bracken. That's probably one of the most memorable experiences you'll ever see and want to forget, and probably want to forget.
It's always been special. I love your runs of Draken, especially when you run into the pots and pans robot. He's the best robot.
He is, though. I love you robots up there too.
I love your robots. Great. Well, both of you, I know that you are roommates, which means that you have grudges. Cantaloupe's grudge is a little bit more specific, dealing with Mort the Chicken and Solar Jetman. Dragon Dark, you made him play those during one of the Kusa Grandes that I held, right?
Kuso 3, I was his game master.
Wow, it's been 4 years and you still haven't settled this? 4-ish?
This may not even settle it, but this will put a dent in it.
Well, Catharsis, I'm hoping that we bring for you today the game that we have you two racing that you've never played before is Fushigi no Yume no. Oh, and it looks like the game. Cool. The game is up and ready. You two entered in a password that I gave you to give you 20 continues. That way you don't have any problems with that. Are you ready?
Sure.
Why not?
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Run. Because we got the run button.
Oh, yeah. TurboGrafx has a run button. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
So here we go. This is a Japanese-only release game. Fushigi no Yume no Alice. Do you know much about Alice in Wonderland?
I mean, we've all heard the stories from when we were younger, I'm sure.
Yeah, that dang
What?
Alice just going and falling down.
I want to know why
holes.
that flower was just throwing morning stars, but at the same time, oh god, the tree's shooting bees. No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you hold down the attack button, you get a little extra boost. You get like the extra attack, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Okay. And also, if you hold the reset button, it does magical.
You can also bounce in the pits, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I mean, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh, bounce in the pits. As soon as you said that, guess what?
I'm not standing near these bees.
As soon as
You don't
said
like the
that-
bees? Oh, the bees are cool though. Yeah, I saw Cantaloupe. You bounced on the card.
You
dude.
get away from me with those bees.
Okay, there's my one yeet. I got it.
Oh, good job. I told you you were
Hello?
gonna have
Is
at
there
least a
wall
couple
here?
deaths in this game.
Oh, okay. I'm stuck. Oh, okay. I see what that is.
Oh. Wow. Nice iframes game.
Yeah, there are some iframes, but they're not very generous. You get about 2 to 3 seconds free. For those who are new to Grudge Match, by the way, what we do is we have these two players race against each other in order to settle a grudge that they have. And what we're trying to do is see who can make the most progress over the course of an hour. After the hour is up, we let them go their merry way, hopefully basically resolving the dispute. So right now, I feel like we need to have some sort of threat against one of you. Like, Mort the Chicken. Maybe Cantaloupe Me, you could go ahead and acquiesce that Mort the Chicken is actually the best game ever if Dragon Dark wins.
Well, the cutscenes I will say, are an amazing one, but I can't admit it's the best game ever. I mean, the cutscenes are fantastic, but the game itself is something special.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, well, you're doing a good job, Dragon Dark, fighting this ghost, or trio of ghosts, I suppose. There you go.
That worked way better. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Ghost.
And Cantaloupe,
Bunny!
you're not very far
Bunny?
behind.
No,
It's a bunny.
Go away, scary bunny.
Not.
I don't want to be your friend.
It's the Alice in Wonderland.
Ah!
He's got a
they picked
clock
up speed. Oh, look,
I
we're
love
back
it.
at the beginning. Awesome.
What? Why did you go back to the beginning? I thought that the ghosts were a checkpoint.
It was. I died there and it was fine.
No, it was my last life. I had
Oh,
to
continue.
If you have to continue, then too bad. Back to the beginning of the level. One interesting feature that this game has, by the way, Alice kills things by yelling at them. And You hold the attack button in order to gain power. However, if you hold it for too long, she runs out of breath. Meaning that you have to wait a little time in order. Yeah, you're very vulnerable when you are out of breath. So you want to avoid that if at all possible.
There's an owl. There's a bird.
Birds are jerks.
I do like that these weird, gross chickens, like, they lay eggs that don't actually kill you. That was great.
I do have to give him props for that. That was very well played.
You know what?
Dead.
Oh. Dragon Dark, I'll go ahead and, because you got killed by the card, if you can choose your favorite card.
Favorite card? Playing cards?
Playing card, yeah. Out of the 52 deck, you're not allowed to choose the tarot, the major arcana. We're going minor.
Let's go with the Six of Clubs.
Cantaloupe, how about you?
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say the Three of Clubs just because I'm a huge fan of Penn and Teller, the magicians, and that's their favorite card they use for tricks because it's the most visible on camera.
Really? I actually didn't know that, but I'm gonna give you the number of points based off of the face value of the card. So Dragon Dark, you get 6, Cantaloupe, you get 3. Good job.
This dude down here is the ultimate warrior.
Yeah, I mean, the queen hired him specifically to fight you.
These bees' hitboxes are wrong too, by the way. They're definitely not correct.
Every time you mention something, it happens to me.
It's great. It's you're like a fortune teller here.
Am I gonna be a millionaire? No.
No, Dragon Dark's the fortune teller. You're just unfortunately the victim of fate. Ah, he gotcha. Yeah, one thing that you start to sort of learn about this game. Yeah, it's a good gator. He's here just enjoying life.
Oh, that doesn't work. That did. Oh, cool. Get wrecked, Gator.
Sure, it worked. Yeah, everybody, this is a release that only came out in Japan. Alice in Wonderland seems like something that would do pretty well over here, but at the same time, because it was a TurboGrafx/PC Engine game, a lot of games that came out in Japan just never made their way over here. I feel like this, for the TurboGrafx, probably would have done pretty well. There's a very limited selection of games for the US market. But then again, it didn't really sell that well anyway, the TurboGrafx.
Yeah, the console only sold like 1 million units in the US. It's ridiculously low number if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, that's more than I've sold. Sold no units. I haven't even made a console. What are you talking about? Oh, good catch there, Cantaloupe. Falling down, catching onto the fish skeleton and taking it a little bit slow. It's all good. That's just how that card is. So, this is actually, let's go ahead and harken back to a question that I asked during our first Grudge match, because it came up somehow. We were talking about various oyster-themed questions or something like that. Maybe it was clam-themed. I don't remember. There's a poem in the book for Alice in Wonderland, and it actually shows up in the movie, where essentially, of cabbages and kings. We were talking about cabbages, right? There's a line in there that talks about cabbages and kings, and they're trying to eat these clams. I'll give you like 5 points if you can name the 2 characters that.
Tweedledum?
Nope, not Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
The only 2 I can think of.
I literally could not tell you. Uh-oh, there's another owl.
Come on! People, you need to learn, you need to remember your classic Alice in Wonderland, the Walrus and the Carpenter. Come on, they were
Also, I'd like to point out, Alice cannot yell while crouching. For some reason.
Same. you gotta have good posture, you know, in order to really project, stand up straight, breathe from the bottom of your stomach, you know, expand your stomach, and then use your stomach to support your voice, and you go, ah!
Gotta be from the diaphragm.
I love that chat did know. Chat, I'll go ahead and give you 5 points, because we actually have chat quoting the poem that was in Alice in Wonderland. I can give you, I can give chat points for that. I like it.
Well played, GDQ chat. Well played.
Yeah, chat as a collective is actually incredibly... What word? I was going to say intelligent, but I want a different word. Not saying you're not intelligent. What's a different... Memory. They have a good memory. They never forget. Chat remembers everything. There we go.
You heard it here. Chat not intelligent.
No, they're not. They're not an elephant. What? No. None of this. Nerdy. Okay, that's a good word. They're nerdy. But yeah, when you have, 1,600 people in the same room, one of them's going to know what you're talking about. Oh, actually, chat is kind of agreeing with me that I shouldn't accuse them of being intelligent. Okay. Dragon Dark, by the way, interesting. You're trying to figure out how to deal with these ladders here. What's the problem?
Enemies.
Oh, okay.
And Morningstar throwing flowers.
Oh my gosh, those flowers are so murderous.
Oh, and chickens.
Both players are still in World 1, by the way, and I gave them a password in order to give them 20 continues. I said we probably aren't going to need to go through all of them. I don't think we will, but... Oh, geez, that chicken almost got you. Okay, we've got Alligator Boss on Cantaloupe side. Oh! He just booped you! Jumped up in the air! I thought you were gonna hurt him, but he hurt you!
Yeah, I got...
Dare he?
Snoot booped me.
Yeah, sort of the opposite of what you expect with a snoot boop, but...
Yeah, usually with the snoot boop, you know, animals, you know, they tend to love it, but apparently gators, they have a whole... That's a ball. A whole different philosophy.
Wow,
Oh.
that one chucks them far.
I love this game so much.
Yeah, this game isn't as bad as you know, some of the stuff I've played over the years. You know, it's definitely
like
better.
Solar Jetman.
Oh, that's probably my least favorite Cusco game I've ever played. Now, my favorite one, it was actually Sid of Alice was another one that they picked for me, and that one wasn't too bad.
Sid of Valis is an interesting game. I feel like the sprites are a little bit too big in it. And it just feels wrong.
It's a little too cheaty, but, you know, other than that, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, Valis 3, though. I feel like that's where Sid of Valis gets really cool. It still has problems, but it's a very interesting game. Yeah, Sid of Valis is sort of an anime-style game. You're running around, you get a sword, you get to, like, stab things. Great.
Well, I got rid of the bunny.
Good.
Replaced them with a princess and an evil Pinocchio.
And now you're moving on. By the way, at some point, I believe you actually do get more powers. There is a magic gauge at the bottom left. I do not know exactly what powers those are, how to activate them, or even when you get them. So, good luck. If you're able to ever figure that out for me, Dragon Dark or Cantaloupe, let me know.
Oh, good. Vertical scrolling stages.
Oh, no. Question though, can they scroll back down? That's the real question.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Oh God, the flowers grow back.
That's how plants work. Oh my gosh, biology lesson, everybody. Plants grow.
I found a panda, or maybe that's a raccoon.
That is definitely the trash variety. Yeah. Okay, Cantaloupe going to get up against the gator now. You know what? You didn't even know what animal that was. I'm gonna take away like 3 points.
Haha, I booed.
Straight up tie. Ah, you got the gator, yeah.
He didn't even hit me that time.
I have a question for you two. How do you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
One you'll see later, and the other one you'll see after a while.
Yeah, there we go. 10 points. Dragon Dark, you lost those points, and then Cantaloupe just got a whole bunch. It's okay though. You're fighting the vertical scrolling. Honestly, these raccoons are horrifying.
They're dropping bombs.
Wow, that thing had way too much HP.
Everything does.
Yeah, they like what you'll find, especially if you're using your default yell, is that everything just takes forever to kill. The charge is definitely helpful up to a point, but it still sometimes takes a couple charge shots to deal a decent amount of damage. Ooh, very nice fish dodge. Let's see. If you get through this entire screen without dying, Dragon Dark, I'll go ahead and give you... yeah, points.
I want my points.
How many?
I don't know. Oh, another ghost.
Okay, you get 2 points. You just used plural, so I'll give you 2 points. Oh! The flower just threw a hammer at you. Oh, that was a combo if I've ever seen one, Dragon Dark. Oh, jeez, these chickens and eggs. I know what came first, the chicken, because its eggs are just exploding everywhere. Holy crap. What is this card guy doing?
I'm in trouble here.
Yeah, how are you gonna get out of this?
Get wrecked, ghost. Just adding one more ghost does not mean anything.
Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Well, Dragon Dark come to the Falls level 2 here. Cantaloupe Me is a little bit behind, but that's not too bad still. Of course, Dragon Dark has done quite a few races before with games that he hasn't played in the past. There's a unique skill set.
I have questions about what that bear just did. I have a lot of questions.
I didn't even see, but I presume we'll see another bear in just a little bit. Ooh.
It removed its head and threw it at me, and then grew another one.
That's not healthy.
But, well, don't all bears do that?
I have played plenty of games. I've played Wolf Quest. Those bears run in circles. That's all they do. They just go in circles, and then they run really weird.
Been lied to.
Trash Panda, can you get in a spot where I can hit you?
By the way, chat does have more knowledge about alligators and crocodiles than either of you, so I'll go ahead and give chat... I'm just going to add a modifier to your points, and I'm going to change them to real points. Okay.
Unlike those
just to verify that that is real knowledge. It's a good modifier. You know, you don't want to have fake points.
Yeah, that's what we're getting, apparently.
Well, so far, you got to do something real. You gotta earn the real ones. Oh,
there's the teddy bear, but he might not throw anything at me because I'm too far away. Yep, I killed him.
Okay, good job. 2 loud yells and the teddy bear is dead. Good.
360 controller, stop hitting directions I didn't tell you to hit.
Don't fall back down the ladder again. Yay.
Uh-oh. Oh, God, I don't like this. Don't like this at all.
Ow.
Okay, so actually, I want to know, what are your... Now that we're like 20... getting close to 20 minutes into the game.
Wow.
What are your thoughts about it?
It's not bad. My critique would be it feels like you're moving on ice at all times.
Okay.
That's a fair critique.
It feels like you're moving on ice at all times. Have you found any good way to deal with that?
No.
I need lead boots, but I don't have any, so no.
Yeah, one thing that I would keep in consideration, if you land and duck, you slow down.
Wow, that's required. That is literally required that you do that.
That was an amazing jump there. Wow. You know what? I'm going to give you
I found Crocodile.
You get, you don't get any points for that, but you get a fish.
I just got booped again by animals. You die by boops in this game.
Yeah, this actually this might be the crocodile. We had an alligator.
I'm calling this a crocagator.
Crocagator. And this crocagator is a propagator of these orbs here, just bouncing all around. Gotta watch out for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so you know, you have 5 points and a fish, Dragon Dark, so you're doing pretty good.
See, right there, he just threw his head at me. And it hit me.
See, what I'm here for is to try to test our tech people as much as possible. Thank you so much, Railcoon, for all that you're doing to make the show work. I know that you put a lot of work into the ridiculousness that we have here, so thank you. I was wondering if at some point we would see emoji show up, but I don't know if the layout supports emoji. But that's okay. Like we just push it to the limit, everybody to the limit.
Oh, it's like when you're on the ladder and you try to fire, it's like random which direction it goes. I'm trying to hit left and it goes right.
There's a huge delay before it recognizes a new direction. That's what I'm.
Yeah, you definitely have to push for a while, and it's very easy to slide off of the ladders. I think that is one of the biggest difficulties here.
Oh, you can actually jump on regular enemies too, like a porcupine. Okay, that's cool.
Yep.
You can't touch his. You can touch his quills, but you cannot boop its snoot.
By the way, we do have an interesting question in chat. Nuclear, who is going to be playing in the next match against Spike Vegeta, has asked, since she's in chat, if she can have chat's real points for her match. And sure, I'll go ahead and have those carry over. So chat, you better do good here.
Okay. Well, the momentum got me.
I got to the boss, and that was like the dumbest stuff. He landed right on top of me.
You found Pinocchio.
Yes.
Yup.
Pinocchio lied and found me.
Oh, yeah. I'm really enjoying the music on Dragon Dark's screen, by the way. This set of level, like, the things that I don't fault in this game, the graphics are amazing. The music is bopping.
Get in the door! Get in the door!
Oh. Yeah!
Yeah, the music's great.
Alright,
Graphics are good.
crocagator.
Controls, I'd still say
Okay. One.
it's about an owl out of 10.
I don't feel like he actually hit me there, but the game said he did.
The deaths are so satisfying in this game. You're out.
Get to the next checkpoint, please.
This crocagator.
No! Yeah, if you both jump to each other, like, try to belly bump, he's a lot heavier than you.
He wins all times.
Crocagator, yeah. Pro strats, everybody, do not try to belly bump a crocodile, or alligator, or crocagator, or whatever. And he has more than 3 HP,
He has way more than 3 HP.
Oh, jeez.
He has like 5.
Yeah, chat really enjoys the yeets. Kind of like in the boss battle, some of the music sounds like a phone.
This crocagator is something. He's a dirty, rotten cheater. He has hitbox advantage.
I guess random, non-essential trivia question for you two, something that one of you might be able to answer. Because I was hearing a phone sound on the boss battle, I was thinking of an old phone commercial about J.G. Wentworth. And he says the name J.G. Wentworth, blank, 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 cash now. What numbers would those be in his phone number? J.G. Wentworth, blank, 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 3 numbers.
I literally don't know. I swear I've heard that before at some Oh, I think I just exploded that thing's bomb in its face.
I know I've heard it, I just can't think of where it's from either.
Wow, chat. Yeah, you just got all of it. It's 877 cash now. I don't think JG Wentworth is even in business anymore, so this is like the opposite of an ad. This is
reminding him when he was successful.
Yeah. 877 cash now. I'll go ahead and give chat 877 points for knowing that. They are so far ahead. Those ones are real too, okay? I'm not going to change them to imaginary points yet. I realize that, like, this is absolutely getting to the point where, if Nuclear inherits all of chat's points, she's going to have a huge point advantage against Spike Vegeta. But hey, you know, I don't make the rules.
You gotta take points when you can get them.
Yeah. Good fish bounce. You're really good at that fish bounce, Dragon Dark. You're doing great.
Okay, Crocagator. I'm on to your tricks.
Yeah, you are. Look at this nerd jumping over to. Oh, good bounce. Good.
Oh,
The annoying thing are the bouncy balls there. Also, chat, you're claiming that Railcoon added 877 and 5 wrong. No, 877 plus 5 is 882. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I'm gonna go ahead and be upset about it. That's all I can do. I don't know. I can't just willy-nilly remove points. It's in the rules. Nah, I'm taking away 10 points.
With all my lives this time.
There we go.
You were going down, buddy. Okay, just eating off screen.
Pinocchio, how dare you? Oh my gosh. Okay. He's not a real boy yet.
Oh.
And
Okay.
because of that, he's got to be mortal.
Hey, stop spinning.
Okay, now let's see what I gotta do. Okay. I see it now.
Take that, Crocagator.
Okay, that's...
Yeah, the Crocagator is down, Dragon Dark. I think that you are taking down the combined
Oh no,
alligator
this is a level
crocodile.
that scrolls down.
That's not good.
That scares me
I'll
more
give
than
you
up.
5 points, though, okay?
I can't drop through platforms. Maybe here.
Please be 3 hits.
That's not.
Nope, that's a yeet.
Pinocchio. Yeah, Dragon Dark is doing very well here.
I'm just gonna have to leap of faith this, I
impressed with how
think.
you're doing.
Leap of
Yes.
faith.
Oh, leap of faith! Oh, good. You avoided
Oh, the heads.
double bear. Okay. That's okay. They're just bouncy. They don't... I was
There are
worried...
so many
when you-
heads.
That's a lot of heads. I was worried that it would be like Decap Attack where they shoot straight ahead, but thank goodness they're not. Yeah, we gotta add 5 points to Dragon Dark for the Crocagator kill. I didn't like that guy.
Oh, that was mean game.
Yeah, he owed me money, so...
Ah!
Wait, Dragon Dark, you're my hitman now. Thank you so much, taking down that Crocagator.
You know something? We're just gonna try this. Speed run.
Okay.
Well, almost. That almost worked.
No, that was... that was so good!
Gonna go right.
Woo!
There. That's how you do that stage. I reject. Uh-oh. This is gonna be an ultra fish bounce, I think. After I get yeeted.
But yeah, just so everybody knows, one of the tournaments that I held, actually the very first tournament that I held with people racing games that they'd never played before, it was a Kusa Grande, and Dragon Dark was the winner, which he did eventually get a trophy for. Wasn't it like the tennis trophy that I gave you?
Yep. Women's tennis.
Women's tennis is the trophy that I gave you for winning the first Kusa Grande. But yeah, because of that, it's no surprise that you're doing particularly well here. Honestly, Cantaloupe you're still doing better than average, I'd say. This game is really hard.
The thing is, I do remember a few matches from that first tournament, and one of them was between me and Author Blues where we vetoed like 8 games.
Let me see if I can pull that up and see what you ended up with.
No,
Oh
it wasn't
my
a gauntlet. This is the first tournament where it was just a single match, and we couldn't find a game that Off and I hadn't touched before.
Well, probably because at that point I chose a lot more meme games, to be fair. You ended up with, Jurassic Boy 2 was the game that you got for the NES, and that was like 10 minutes long. Back then, we'd also do 2-hour matches instead of an hour, so, things have changed over the year.
Not a fan
The
of
year, years, plural, yeah. You can take down Pinocchio, I've got faith. Yeah! Oh, okay, there you go.
Eat it, Pinocchio.
Yeah! Pinocchio! You'll never be a real boy now.
A real pain in anyway, yeah.
I love it.
Get some water. There's one game on TG16 I played as somebody recommended in my chat. It was a game called Somner Assault. You play as a Slinky.
Oh, I know that game. Yeah, and there are boss battles as a Slinky. It's a very strange game.
Yeah, it reminds me of, going to a concert and, good old Woodstock, original Woodstock acid trip. That's what that game reminds me of.
Yeah, I could see that. Question.
Oh my god, the hitbox for this log is just not there half the time. Cool.
I've got a question for you, because there is a select button. Does that do anything?
Not yet.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm just desperately doing some Google searches to see if there's some way to use magic. I don't know if either of you have earned any powers yet, though. But I feel like you got to at some point, right? By the way, Cantaloupe, you're at the part.
Wait a sec. Hit start. Oh, okay. I did something. Oh, and I got yeeted for it.
Yeah, it looks like one of our players has learned how to use magic. Okay, both of them have now.
I don't know what I just did.
You used magic.
Oh, I can jump way higher now.
Yeah, that'd be good to know earlier.
I'm giving you 2 points for learning how to use magic. And Dragon Dark, you get another fish.
Cool.
Yeah, good job.
That'll make this vertical section a lot easier.
Yeah, the thing is, there will be more magic books that you get throughout the game. So, what you got may have been the result of beating World 1. I do want to note...
Oh, what is this?
You're the worst boss! Enjoy, Tuba Dog.
Oh, you can't use magic during boss fights, lame. You can't use magic during boss fights. It just disables them.
I wonder if you can use it right before the boss.
Maybe, but I have to get there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'd have to get there. Yeah, the tuba, this Tuba Dog is brutal. Beethoven just came back from the movies. I'm talking about the dog, okay, obviously. And which movies from the Beethoven movie? He was in the movies, okay? Beethoven the dog showing up after the premiere and just having a grand old time.
What is this?
You know, I
spell?
don't remember most of these characters from Alice in Wonderland.
This made the screen dark? I don't know what that spell just did. Well,
It made the screen dark and you got blown up. I also have no idea what it does. There are probably some applications. Jeez. Dragon Dark, you're scaring me.
I'm scaring myself.
You got away from
Get
the bear.
out of your head!
Right,
Please fall.
No, you jumped right into it. Oh my
I was
gosh.
expecting it to do a low bounce, not a high bounce.
There we go. Cantaloupe Me is through. The ghost boss is starting to get caught up. Dragon Arc is on Forest 3, I believe. No, the Falls 3, and Cantaloupe on the Falls 2. Well, honestly, not too far behind. Oh, that's one way to, like, immediately stop moving if you run out of breath.
Yeah, just time everything with that.
Cantaloupe, I love that strat that you just used, using the jump spell and jumping straight up. Okay. So do you want me to tell you what that spell book does? Because you both figured out the blue magic, right? Railcoon, our tech, is passing information along. How many points are you willing to give up for info?
I know what the red one is. I have an idea. I can look to see right now. Nope, I didn't do what I thought I did. Okay, you didn't take it 5 points away because that was wrong.
Okay,
I wager
what
a
about
fish.
a fish. Okay, I will take away 5 points from Cantaloupe and a fish from Dragon Dark. The red magic will make hidden items available or visible. They will appear.
Huh.
So that's what the spell does.
So then it would look middle.
So I actually saw one hidden item appear for you, Cantaloupe. It was a heart that appeared on the ground.
I hate you, Bear.
Ah, he sniped! Oh, that was like volleyball. Stuffed bear
That's
Dollywall just
enough.
taking you down. Oh, geez.
Okay, that is enough. Sure.
See something.
Ooh.
It just left.
Look.
I'm not gonna try
Yeah, I
it.
don't know if you can collect it while it's invisible, but I don't know what that book does either. Maybe it's a magic refill. So there are other magics that you will get. There
Oh my
is
God!
green magic, which
That was-
summons a switch, and when you press the switch, it causes an earthquake, damaging all enemies on screen. This is after this set of levels that you get earthquake magic. After the next set, silver magic, you become invincible to enemy hits for a limited period of time. You can still die, of course, if you fall down holes, and that costs a little bit more MP. And finally, gold magic, where you summon a djinn from a lamp, and it attacks enemies, and that costs 3 MP to cast. Oh my gosh, you get djinn power? That's so cool. I'm pretty sure that's not accurate to the books. Why don't you get like magic that makes you big or small, or that lets you get a rabbit?
Well, Pinocchio wasn't even in Alice in Wonderland. We just dealt with Pinocchio, so...
Yeah, what I love is that occasionally when Japan takes from Western media, they just sort of throw whatever they want together and are okay with it. And I love that. I actually unironically love that like this does have influence from Alice in Wonderland for sure. You're playing as Alice, but it doesn't have to be completely accurate.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, okay, tuba. No, that's a French horn. This is a French horn dog, and he just
Oh, he
jumped
came in
up.
from the other side this time.
Oh,
I think that's a French horn. Could be a sousaphone? Let me see. Yeah, Chad is basically saying that you have no chance of... That is a French horn if I've ever seen one. I just Googled it. Yeah, he just holds it weird. Yeah, you're not going to see the other magics, I would presume. You might get another spell by the end of the match, but yeah, there's no way you're beating this game. It's hard. By the way, do any of you have favorite pieces of music using the French horn? Do either of you like the French horn? Are you educated at all on French horns?
I am not.
I am not.
No.
Chat, do you have any music that you like with French horns?
What?
Oh, apparently there's a lot of lightning outside. Okay.
French horn dog is something special here.
Oh, I found out what that does. Refills your magic.
Ah, yeah, you actually got a magic upgrade.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, look, you've got 6 bits of magic. Dragon Dark only has 5.
Okay, that gives me 5 points back, right?
No.
Sure.
That gives you a fish.
I don't make the rules here. Wait, yeah. Actually, you get Dragon Dark's fish. That's right.
Okay. Fish is fine. I can deal with fish.
Both have the same amount of fish. By the way, French horn music. One of my favorite uses of the French horn has to be the intro for Star Trek Voyager. That theme is great. And honestly, there's a lot of music from Final Fantasy XIV that seems to be inspired by Voyager music as well, especially in the Dravonian Forelands. I think that's what it's called. That area has great French horn. Okay, so good. French horn, basically, if you hear something that sounds like a horn, except it sounds really good, it's a French horn. If it sounds really bad, it's a trombone.
Horn but good. Got it.
Yes, horn but good. That's French horn.
These falls are named falls for a reason, because if you jump wrong, you fall!
No! Oh, that's good!
That's the best I got right now.
Alright,
Watch out, you make more jokes like that, I'm taking your fish away.
No, you cannot have my fish. I stole that from Dragon Dark Fair and Square. I have his fish now.
Okay, you're fighting French horn dog. I don't think he even knows how to play this French horn, I gotta be honest.
He's just like, I swear he's just making it fart.
We're not playing Genesis. We were not doing the parts.
It looks like somebody in chat picked up a French horn. Meekins, you picked up a French horn? Okay. Nobody in chat came up with music. I'm really disappointed in everybody. I thought at least one nerd would point out Star Trek Voyager, but no.
I know nothing about Star Trek except for in the older series, people with red shirts died, except for Scotty because he was Scotty. I mean, Scotty could get by with things.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty true in a lot of the Next Generation as well. Although part of the reason, though, is because they're part of Command, and Command, they have to go and command things. And simply put, if you're out commanding, probably gonna die. You know, who do they want to take down? They want the general, the person in command. As soon as they do that, then they win. Of course, the command's gonna die.
Okay, that's a slippery platform.
This trombone dog.
Nuclear, your dad played French horn. Does that count for something? Sure, I'll give Chat and you an extra 10 points for that. Good job. Good job, Nuclear's dad.
There aren't too many points going into Spike's match, I mean, Spike can't be that big of an underdog, can he?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that you've got a point, but Nuclear has like 887 points. Kind of outweighing you a little bit there. let me see. Best French horn solos. Anyways, I want people to know there is a lot of thunderbolts and lightning here. There is thunderbolts.
Very, very frightening.
Yeah.
Boo!
Ooh, in the binary sunset scene in A New Hope. Okay, a white dude in chat, you are completely right that one of the first, I believe it's specifically Luke and Leia's theme that you're talking about, the beginning of A New Hope when he's looking out at the sunset. That is definitely French horn. Jurassic Park theme has French horn. Very nice. Yeah, the part that goes do 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 do. See, that's horn but good, right, Corndan? Wait, Corndan's not here, right, Dragon Dark? Why am I thinking Corndan?
Because Corndan was the one who put together that.
Oh my god!
That emulator that we had to use to run Kang Fu.
Yeah, one of my good friends, Corndan, played a couple weeks ago. He got to play Kid Cool. And he's just a good friend and is usually on stream with me. You know what? I'm going to give Corndan 10 points for being cool. I don't know if he's here. He's probably not. I'll give him an extra 5 points if he is here, but he gets 10 points for now.
Okay, cool. That was an interesting experience.
Yeah, that was great. But yeah, he's put a lot of work into like helping my community have the tools to play various games, including this, as well as the game that's coming up next, which honestly needed a lot of help. Yeah, don't... Wow, you two are actually tied point-wise. Both of you have 10 points and a fish. How are we going to break this tie? What's something Alice in Wonderland related that I can go ahead and quiz you on? Okay.
Oh.
Actually, let's go ahead and go back and forth. Naming characters from Alice in Wonderland, and whoever's the first person who fails to name one loses, and the other person gets another fish. Okay, so Cantaloupe Me, you go first. Characters.
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter. Okay, Dragon Dark.
Alice.
Alice. Okay, Cantaloupe.
The Queen.
The Queen. Okay, be more specific. Which Queen?
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Okay, Dragon Dark.
The rabbit.
Yes, the White Rabbit. Okay. I should have actually asked you to be more specific, but whatever.
You didn't.
Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe.
Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat. Good. Dragon Dark.
This French horn dog. I know he was in it somehow.
You lose! Cantaloupe Me gets another fish!
Yes!
There we go. We broke the tie. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and search French. You know what? One of you could have said the walrus and the carpenter, you know, because I actually brought those up earlier. Nobody remembers them. My gosh. Yeah, the French horn dog is not in the movie, at least. French horn dog. Please do not quote me, anybody. Alice in Wonderland. There are, oh my gosh, there are those weird eggplant horn honkers. They're shaped like, okay, they're oh. Okay, so Justin just came in and he's like, what are you talking about? They look, they're growing on plants, Justin. They're growing on plants. And yeah, they are like the bike horns that you squeeze and they go, but they're definitely like growing on plants like like eggplant. I'm in so much trouble. Okay. There is a bloodhound in the 2010 version of Alice in Wonderland. He works for the Red Queen. However, he becomes an ally to Alice in Wonderland, and I don't think he plays the horn. So yeah, there you go. I'm not going to tell you what a bike horn sounds like again. I'm taking away 100 points from chat for being sassy. Yeah.
Really wanted that full health.
That's right. You
I'm
try
not
to
going to.
be a little sassier again, and I'm taking more away.
Another crack at this reptilian little thing that fires bubbles.
By the way, yeah, that's the crocagator. The propagating crocagator. Now that's a little hard to say. Propagating I can't say it, and I probably should stop right now because I'm gonna mess it up too bad. Okay, one of you can kill the next boss, okay? Yeah, chat did point out that in Cusa Grande during one of the gauntlets that we had the French horn dog as one of the states. I think people actually did beat the French horn dog, and you're starting to get a little bit better at this, Dragon Dark. You're getting there. Like you've learned the rhythm, and you've learned that it's better to take a little bit of time. One thing that you should note, if you are a player in a video game tournament, playing a game you haven't played before, take note, is it going to be better to go a little bit slower or faster? There's no timer in this game. Wow, Railkun is asking if chat sasses enough. Does Nuke start with negative points? I feel like that is evil and maybe true, but I also see somebody saying that they have a nice sass. And I'm taking away another 100 points for that.
Wrecked, trumpet dog.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take away 2 fish from you for calling it a trumpet. That was a French horn. You have negative fish, Corn, or Dragon Dark. Corn Daddy, you got another 10 points.
It's always fish I have.
Oh, that
You
thing
need
is
to buy a fish. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, by the end of this match, you're gonna owe me some fish, Dragon Dark.
Why are there gophers down there, and can I get to them?
You lure gophers
so
out with fish, and you have none.
Also, I have green magic now.
You do have green magic. I don't know if green magic will do anything for them, but hey, they're there.
You said that was the earthquake, right?
As far as from the information that I was given, yeah. I like that this world is called the vegetables. I mean, it's accurate. Look at what would you call those vegetables in the background?
I have some questions about what you are.
It's double
Wow.
gnomes.
Okay.
Okay, I know some of the vegetables are carrots. Are those leeks or daikon radishes? I'm not sure.
Go, earthquake. I put a button down, it didn't work.
You have to use the button. You can't just drop it.
Gator.
What do you think? Throwing a button in a pit is going to do anything?
Okay,
Well,
got rid of that.
if you make sure you never push the button if it's in a pit.
Now, Chad is saying parsnips. I have played Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom, and those are not parsnips.
No, they are not. I agree.
Oh, wow.
Now, Chad is asking if Spike can start the next match with a fish. Does anybody want to donate a fish to Spike for the next match?
I'll tell you what. I will let Spike have one of my fish. Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Spike starts with +1 fish.
Spike starts with the fish next match, and Nuclear gets chats points. So that sounds good. It sounds like a good deal.
Button, hit the button.
I got plenty of fish. You know, I might lose this race here, but I have fish.
You only have 2 fish. Like, that's not really plenty of fish.
That's still fish.
Feeds you for like 2 days. I mean, depending on the fish, if they're little guppies, you're not even eating for a day. That's like little snack before bedtime, you know? So everybody, this is the Hotfix Grudge Match. We have these 2 players racing to see how much progress they can make in an hour. At this point, Cantaloupe Me could technically catch up. I think it would be very difficult, but yeah, Dragon Dark is just showing like why he is a fantastic player when it comes to races like these, why he won a tournament before. Like,
oh, this one's 4. This is 4. Help!
He's a master of Kuso.
Wait,
yeah, he's played a lot of janky video games.
I made him mad.
Oh, that little garden gnome is so angry.
Oh, okay, I found a secret. You get off him, 2 of you come running in, bounce off your head, and then, well, I didn't hit you, but that's fine.
Ow, that had an angle on it. Now I'm dead of it. Nope. Death animation.
Ha!
So
Made it to the boss. What do we got this time? More ghosts! Now there's 5 of them.
Of just 5, you'll be fine.
Okay, we're at the hour here. No, not the hour. We're at 55 minutes. Ha, you thought it was over. Huh. I'm lying. It's not over. I just looked at the wrong timer. Okay. Welcome to my life. You know, I really enjoy this train of ghosts that there just gets one more ghost every time you fight them. It's not really scarier. Wait, did I make you play Bubble Ghost back in the day, Dragon Dark?
Yes.
We raced that against each other, actually.
Wait, you 2 raced it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love Bubble Ghost.
It was on the Commodore 64 version. That was actually my intro into the Gusa Grande tournament.
Oh, I almost had him.
I'm so glad. I love me a good Bubble Ghost. But yeah, there's a unique skill set when learning how to play games for the first time, when going up in a race setting like this. You 2 have actually been really great at sharing information back and forth, at sort of like helping each other with how to do things. It's always nice to see that in a race setting like this. So I'm going to go ahead and give both of you a fish back.
Yay, fish.
I got 3 fish. They have 1 fish.
Oh no! Chat has told me that Nuclear has been talking behind my back. Oh, that's it. That's it.
Minus 10 fish.
I'm giving another one of my fish to Spike to help them out.
That's it. Spike. Cantaloupe Me just donated 2 fish in total to you. Yeah. You're out of fish, Cantaloupe.
No, I just won 1, so I got 1 left. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I know how to keep track of my fish. Thank you very much.
I'm so confused.
Oh, why did you respawn?
I may be losing the battle on this game, but that's okay.
By the way, do you know how people decided to name those guys on Dragon Dark's screen? Because I'd really like to know more information about their nomenclature.
Out.
Oh my god, bro.
Out.
Oh. Spike, Vegeta, you're up here. You're doubling up. I'm a little bit concerned, Spike. Spike, Vegeta, and Nuclear are going to be in the next match against each other. Nuclear has a lot of points, and Spike has 2 fish already. That's just the pre-game score. that has been established.
Oh, that's why they respawn, because I had to kill them last time.
Trouble with these balls. The gator.
The Crocagator's mean.
It's just a lot to watch on the screen, you know? I mean...
Yeah, it's like
the
paying
gator-
attention. There are, like, you can kill the balls as well, but at the same time, if you do, he'll shoot another one, and then...
Well, you can
it's
kill
just-
them with your projectile.
Oh, that's right, you have projectiles in this game.
Yeah, you'll need those for the next boss, by the way.
Oh, I don't think I'll make it to the next boss in a few minutes, because I have been stuck on this one for like the past 15, and I have 2 continues left.
Well, I mean, we're down to just about the last minute here. Looks like 1 minute and 5 seconds. You know, next, if either of you can kill a boss before time runs out, I'll go ahead and give you another fish. Dragon Dark, you're like negative fish right now, so you really want to get that back. No, wait, no. You're at 0 fish.
I'm at 0.
Okay, never mind. I'll take a fish away just to make it more spicy. The last little half minute here, just see if Dragon Dark can hurry and save his fish.
I think what makes this so difficult isn't just the game itself, it has a lot to do with the controls, just because it's literally like ice physics.
It kind of is ice physics all the time. It's not the worst ice physics like it. Yeah.
It reminds me of Predator on the NES a bit. You know how you slide around a bit on that.
You're absolutely right. Well, here we go. This is time. That is it for your match today. The game again. Fushigi no Yume no Alice. This is a game that only came out in Japan on the TurboGrafx. Dragon Dark made it all the way to the vegetables.
Yep, I made it to the vegetables. The vegetables won.
What's your favorite vegetable?
I
mean, you said
I'm gonna have to go with rhubarb.
Rhubarb pipe is actually really good. Interesting choice.
I just like straight rhubarb, honestly.
And Cantaloupe Me, what's your favorite fish?
Actually, it would be ahi tuna.
Ooh, there's some great sushi you can make from tuna. Yeah. Oh,
I like swordfish too. It's a tie.
Well, I've never had swordfish. I'm gonna have to try that sometime.
Next GDQ, swordfish. We're doing it.
Yeah, let's do it next GDQ. We'll go get some swordfish. Well, I think that we have had the grudge match settled. Dragon Dark is the victor today. So, Cantaloupe Me, do you have anything you need to say to Dragon Dark about Mort the Chicken?
Okay, yes, I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. No, it's a good video game. It's the greatest video game of all time. I will agree with you. It is the greatest, better than anything I've ever played.
Except that I never said that.
Well, that's okay. You didn't have to say it before. I'm just taking a fish away from you, Dragon Dark, because I can.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm giving my -3 fish to Nuclear.
Oh, Nuclear! You get some negative fish. Very nice donation there. So, Dragon Dark, as the victor, go ahead and let people know, where do you stream? What do you do these days? What games do you like to play? Are you doing much online these days?
I've actually mostly been playing Final Fantasy 14 lately.
That's fair.
I stream when I get things, when I get like something routed, but it hasn't been very often. Like every couple of months, I finish a route, and it's like, yeah, I'll do a day of attempts, and then I hit a goal time, and it's like, okay, well, that was fun. Let's go back to 14.
Well, yeah, Final Fantasy 14. I've been playing that a lot the last couple weeks. I'm trying to get back into. I just finished Heaven's Word last night. And if anybody dares ask me if it was the patch quest or the main game, let me tell you, I finished a quest named Heaven's Word, and I got the credits, and that's that. Okay? That should settle it.
You did beat that boss with the really awesome music.
Yeah. Okay. Cantaloupe, how about you? Are you streaming over at your channel these days? And if so, what you playing?
Yeah, I try to go live about 2 or 3 times a week, just depending on work scheduling. But I've been doing. I just got done grinding out some Castlevania 3 Sci-Fi Famicom route to get sub 30, and then now
Ooh.
I'm taking on actually Super Ballast 4. I was playing around with that. I think I'm gonna start learning that next. So I've been trying to stick away from my usual shtick of Zelda type games. Also, I do randomizers from time to time with the SMZ3 rando. That's probably my favorite one. But yeah, I do a little bit of. I go live whenever I can if it doesn't interfere with work. So, yep.
Sweet. Well, great. Go ahead and check them both out. Dragon Dark has been a pretty close friend for a long time. Cantaloupe Me, I've known you for quite a while as well. And yeah, we should definitely go get some swordfish next time we're at a GDQ. And Dragon Dark, I'll get you a pizza next time we're at a GDQ or something like that, you know?
Next time we see each other, you owe me a pizza.
Yeah. Well,
I will even bring the trophy.
All right, thank you both. Everybody, we are going to have a quick break, and then we will be back with our last game of the day, Nuclear versus Spike Vegeta in a mystery game. So stay tuned, go grab some water, and we'll be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hotfix Grudge Match. I am Brosentia here. I have a few announcements for you, of course, with this upcoming match. This is the last one of the night, so pay attention. This is the last chance I get to talk to y'all about exciting things going on over here, because we actually have an Instagram. Check out Games Done Quick on Instagram to get bite-sized clips from our Hotfix shows and see what happens at the events. Also, all your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel will help support weekly Hotfix content. So if you are thinking about it, consider subscribing if you enjoy these shows. I'd also like you to know that up this week, we've got Frame Fatales starting. Actually, it's Flame Fatales starting on August 21st, going through the 27th. The marathon schedule is out. Type !FF in Twitch chat or go to gamesdonequick.com/framefatales for more info. And I believe we'll probably have one of our players today talking about that a little bit, hyping it up a tiny bit, because our first player tonight is Nuclear. Hello there, Nuclear.
Hello.
Hey, for those who are in chat, go ahead and give yourself a little introduction.
Yeah, if you don't know me,
what do you play?
I'm Nukes. I do a lot of randomizers on my stream, particularly Zelda Ocarina of Time, which, as Rosentia mentioned, I'll be playing at Flame Fatales on Tuesday, so very, very soon here. I also played it at SGDQ with Spike, so that's kind of my main go-to. I love the Zeldas in general. Aside from that, though, I do love a lot of indie games, especially Binding of Isaac. So
I love Binding of Isaac. I've played the crap out of that, although I believe you've played more than I have.
I have definitely over. I looked recently across. I have it on different platforms. I play it on every console, and well over 1,000 hours. So
yeah, that's about right. Like, I've played a whole lot, but I haven't played it enough to be considered one of the quote unquote good players, the people who like actually reliably get good at the game. But I love it. I still play it every once in a while. Well, question. I do have to ask, what is your favorite food? Because that is important.
Spaghetti, hands down.
Spaghetti. No, spaghetti's pretty good. That used to be my favorite when I was young. My mother had this weird, I call it Cold War spaghetti, because most of it could essentially just come straight from a can. You know, you had a can of tomato sauce, you had a can of cream of mushroom soup. Cream of mushroom soup, okay? And then get the dried Italian herbs, mix it all up, put some meat in it. If you got meat, if you don't, you got a nice pink sauce, and then yeah. That
I
I
definitely
actually
don't
really like it, though.
fish because I
Mhm.
have negative fish, I think,
Well,
going into
no.
this. So
Yeah,
no
you've
fish
got
for
negative
me.
fish. No fish in
but-
your spaghetti. Okay.
That can't be that bad, right? It probably depends on the fish. I don't know. But
Oh, Spike. I
Hi.
feel like you don't need an introduction, but go ahead and give one.
Hi.
A few people here know you.
Yes. Hi, I'm Spike Vegeta. I like doing speedruns. I like doing randomizers and whatnot. I like playing games like Ocarina of Time Randomizer with Nuclear. We did that at GDQ. She already brought
That's
that up.
so
It was fun.
cool.
I know.
Yeah.
And one thing about me, I know Nuclear. I know, like, one of the first times we met, you were like, "Oh, you're the Donkey Kong Country." She said that because I've ran some Donkey Kong Country games at like GDQs and whatnot. I have always told people I have this thing. I love all video games that involve rolling monkeys. That somehow is just always a good formula. The Super Monkey Ball series, the Donkey Kong Country series. Tonight we might be testing that theory live on GDQ Hotfix Grudge Match because this is in the rolling monkey genre.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all found this one.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit.
And just to clarify, I didn't
Yes.
say that to your face. I asked the I Ate Your Pie who actually introduced Spike and I. He said that we would get along because we're both freaking weird. But
It's like,
anyways,
oh, you two,
I
you'll
asked
be
Pie, I was
fine.
like, I'm gonna message Spike and call him the Donkey Kong Country, and Pie said, "No, Nukes, no." Don't do that, Nukes.
Don't do that. No. They'll throw him off. No.
Did you call him the Donkey Kong Country?
No, Pie told me no.
No, she told like a bunch of friends. She was in
I
front
would
of
have
like
still done it.
yeah. she was out at City Hall.
But everyone
and
else,
saying,
I was like, he's the Donkey Kong Country.
An entire country of Donkey Kong. That is you, Spike. Well, that's okay. We're going to go ahead and annex a little island right now because we've got a game coming up. Oh, wait. What's your grudge? We got to figure it out because I know that you two have a grudge being the GDQ's favorite married couple here. What grudge could you possibly have?
Listen, the other night, Spike went to Taco Bell and it didn't bring me home a Baja Blast. That's all I wanted was a Baja Blast. And he didn't
So
even bring one
bad.
home.
I had to remember one thing for her, and I couldn't.
Oh, you didn't. You didn't remember, Spike.
I did though. I got spicy potato soft tacos for me though, and they were delicious. I want to go on record to let
You
people
got
know
tacos for
they're-
yourself.
their potatoes. Oh yeah,
Even
Do you know
potatoes
why
are
you're
really
starting the match with two fish? It's
couldn't
because you didn't get a
combo.
Baja Blast.
could have wombo comboed, gotten the Baja Blast, and he didn't even do that.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
the game
So
that
now
we
that's
have
why we're
today-
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, we are getting a little more quote unquote Donkey Kong Country, and I'm gonna ask you when you do get a cutscene, usually between levels, go ahead and let it play out because it's very important that we
all right.
see the cutscenes. Because the game that we have today is Barbarian, which doesn't sound like it's a Donkey Kong Country game, but this is a Korean bootleg that came out on DOS. Jeff XVX, some people here will know him. I'll probably mention him a few more times. Is the person who's drudged this thing up for me a couple years ago, and it was a nightmare. Like for the players, not for me. I love this game.
But you got like
Yeah.
that extra special. I mean, like you're so drowning in Kuso Grande style video games for over 10 years now. I was like, I don't know. It's kind of the same
I
as
don't know
off.
if it's been 10 years. It's been a lot of years.
We've known each other for 11 years, my friend.
Since
I
you
don't
came
know.
out of the womb.
Okay.
Right.
I
Give
mean,
me
I
bad
did-
games.
I did buy Godzilla 2 when I was a kid, and I remember renting The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends for the NES. We actually returned it and got a different game because we thought the game was broken. And I mean, it was, but not.
Oh,
and
yeah.
actually, I guess we were completely right about that. It was very broken.
The devs had to ship it at some point.
I think we're ready for you to start.
Yeah.
An
Sure.
existential nightmare. So go ahead and start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Stage
all right.
1.
Here we
We're
go.
in
Yeah,
the
stage-
ice world.
It's a
Whoa! Why am I so
what
this
happened?
Is not right.
Whoa!
Nukes,
okay.
you may need to start over. It's okay. You messed up something. You want to go ahead and close everything out and try to bring it back up again.
Should I close out of this
Okay,
and
that's it.
reopen
Spike,
it?
the game over. Go back to the main menu. Yeah, go ahead and close it out and get back.
Oh no. Okay, go back to the main menu. Okay.
I'm taking away another
Okay,
fish for that.
all right, good. The water. Wait. You took a fish from her, right?
Yeah, not from you.
Can-
No, jeez.
Can I have her negative fish? Which is the difference? Oh, can I have the 2 and the negative? My God.
Yeah, sure.
Are we re-going in? Am I able to start?
Let me get the thumbs up from Railcoon first because I'm laughing too much.
The app.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I went into options and there was a speed button, and I said,
Did you
yes
play with
to
that?
speed?
You said yes.
Oh, there is?
Do not change the speed.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Nuclear.
we're just going to leave it at whatever
Do
the
not
default
Touch
is.
the speed button. Okay, let me do a countdown here. And if it's still going really fast, then we'll have to figure this out real quick. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, packed a stitcher. Man, they immediately, there's no easing you in or anything. Oh,
Wow,
That looks more-
that's a difference. Okay.
I would say that looks more normal, but yeah, this is Barbarian. Again, a game that came out in Korea, and that's about all of the information that I have about this game.
okay,
Other than
that-
I almost beat the first stage.
Oh. So if we beat one stage, we can beat the Kusograne master himself, Brasentia.
I didn't play that much.
How do I
okay?
get up here?
He's gotta defend his title.
Platforming makes no sense here. All right, we're gonna
Okay.
yeet. Okay.
So are you both
no.
using the keyboard controls?
Yes.
Okay, because I did say that you could use joy to key if needed, but the basic default controls for people who don't know, you have the arrow keys to move, left alt is jump, left control is use your projectile, and Z is to change your weapon. And if there are other controls in the game, I'm unaware of them.
Oh, okay, yep. Those are spikes. It's hard to know if that's just part of the background or not.
Yeah, they look like Battletoad spikes.
Oh boy.
They do, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But you know what this platforming reminds me of, Nukes? It's, and chat, follow me on this one. This is like a bad version of The Legend of Zelda Wand of Gamelon.
Oh.
This a
Yeah,
bad
I
version
don't know
of
where the
Wand of
heck you're supposed to
Gamelon?
go.
Oh,
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, they're
There's
like,
no
it's hard to...
indication on what's actually a platform.
I will say though that there is one good thing in this game that the last game didn't have, the Alice in Wonderland game. Specifically, if you push down and hold down, you can look below you, so you can actually see there aren't as many blind jumps in the game as you might expect from whatever this is.
Switch.
All right.
Throw out the spear.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I can't go very high.
I love all of the grunting that you have, like every jump you're making there, Spike.
Oh no. Can I make it back? I have to be able to, right? Okay. We're gonna try this. What? How do I get back?
Whoa!
How do I get back?
Okay,
we're
I
gonna
guess there's
speed
rolling.
Yeah, you can roll in the game. That is correct.
right.
This is
Progress.
a monkey rolling game. As Spike has informed us.
No!
Okay, just walk off. No damage. The optimization.
Okay, very nice.
Okay. This platforming right here.
Right. I don't know which
how do
direction
you
I'm
make
going.
that? Can you climb this?
Get that penguin.
I don't
None of
think
my
you can.
weapons
You can
hit the
technically
animals.
make the jump back, though, to the left. It's just a very precise jump.
Okay,
Not like
we
that.
got. Okay, not like that. So it's not. Yeah. I want to get back in there.
This cutscene. Okay, yeah, you have to push Y in order to get back in there. There you go. Woo!
Cause why not?
No!
All right, Brossentia, I need the rundown.
Okay.
All
What
right.
rundown do you need?
What?
All right, I'm gonna-
How far
if I
did you
can get
get?
past the first level, I think
Got
that'll be
to the
successful.
very last jump in this level.
So I need to- I need to turn down the game volume so I can hear both of you.
I've seen to about level 3 in this game. So, like, I know there are multiple levels. I've seen various cutscenes.
Oh, you can't. Just throw it. Just throw it. Just throw it. No, he's too powerful.
Come on,
he's too
Mom.
tall.
I gotta ask, what are your favorite Donkey Kong Country characters? And I demand a different one from both of you. You can't say the same one, and then we're gonna have chat vote on who's right, and I'll give points to one of you.
All right. Funky.
You like Funky Kong?
Yes.
You know, one of my favorite YouTube videos is the Funky Kong ASMR, where he's
At the
picking
airport
you up
one?
from the airport. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
Yep.
That's like actually top 10 videos on the internet. Can we tomahawk
gem.
slam this idiot? All right, there we go. Very nice, very nice. Okay, bam.
Yeah, Spike
let
and
him
I
go
like to
by.
watch that on the weekends, you know.
Yeah.
That's
On the
like
weekends.
movie night.
yeah.
Let's just watch Funky Kong ASMR. Oh,
I love
Oh,
that
how
right
do you
now.
tell
Like
this is
Nukes, what you're-
dramatic.
you listen to that on the weekend. Nukes, you're trying to figure out how to get past that. I love the continue screen. You press Y or N to choose.
Oh my gosh, you got to be like halfway off the thing.
It's
To get
a
up there.
very difficult jump, Spike.
Why?
Okay, so Nuclear, you chose Funky Kong. Spike,
Chunky.
That's not in DK country.
I thought we were just talking about our favorite Kong family member.
No.
Well, I guess I'm
specifically Donkey Kong Country.
I don't know. Like, Railcoon, do you count Chunky? I don't know who that is.
Oh, Chunky Kong from
Yeah,
DK.
I just gotta ask, is that officially okay? I'm making Railcoon our ref now.
Whoa!
Oh, that was Spike! Yeah, our
Okay.
ref said,
Okay,
yeah,
I
that's
see.
gonna count Chunky. Sorry, Nukes. But I got it.
Oh!
Well,
Yeah,
Okay,
only one of
well,
those is a DKC character, so.
so Chief,
I
go ahead
mean-
and vote in the poll, and only one of these characters is a DKC character, so I think there's very clearly going to be a victor between Funky Kong and Chunky Kong.
What the heck is this jump?
I know, right?
Wait.
The thing is, the
now.
damage and the stun that you get whenever you take damage is very annoying here. However,
found
so figuring out how to avoid like getting damage and getting stunned is a big part of getting through this first set of jumps. I welcome to Korean bootlegs, both of you. I don't know how many you've played in the past.
I feel like honestly, there's an entire because I always sit there and I'm like, oh, games like Donkey Kong 64, Super Mario Sunshine, I give them a lot of crap all the time. But like they're actually like finished, like well-made, good games. I had to play more of these, so I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like a functional jump button in these games.
All right. Go!
I
Okay,
like how reliable jump kind of is in this game because like as long as you land on something and then press jump and hold it, you're going to jump eventually. It might
Right.
take a little while, but you're going to jump.
All
So
right.
yeah,
I
a
need
big
to take
thing.
care of the penguin. Oh no!
Seriously, the smooching penguins, they're the worst. I do
Oh!
see Jeff XVX, my good friend in chat, who is the one who found this game for us, and I don't know what kind of cursed part of the internet Jeff went to in order to get this, but he did. Oh no! He's so dead again. I just love that you go to this coffin and open it up, and you're like, do you want me to go in?
Let me.
And the continue just gets
I love
bigger and bigger.
The booty cheeks are really defined.
He's got
Yeah, they really are.
Definitely been working
What
on his
is
glutes.
this? Oh, I'm terrified. Okay, So my
Nuclear.
suspicion.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Spike.
My suspicion is this would cause me to be dead. What was that idle animation? What do you do? So I think
All right, something is going haywire. I am rolling and I'm not touching the keyboard.
I think you found a glitch.
Oh
that
no,
Spike
same
had
thing that
earlier.
happened to me. Yeah.
I never stumbled across this glitch, but both of you have had it, so good job. You may just need to either die your game over and see if that fixes it,
Yeah,
or just
I had to
play
close
like
the
this.
game.
All right, if I keep jumping. If I just keep jumping, oh. Let's see.
Woo!
There we go. Maybe? Nope, he just rolls.
Okay, yeah, you might just have to close out of it real. Welcome to
He
bootlegs,
has a
where
mind of his own. I'm
sometimes
gonna
you
see
just
if maybe
gotta.
a game over fixes it.
Yeah, let's see. That wouldn't be a huge amount of lost time, but you know what? You won the poll with Funky Kong because he's the only DKC character out of the two options that they had.
How many fish is she
my-
getting out of that?
He is broken.
I'll give you like 5 total fish.
All right, I might have to
I know,
restart.
that was a lot of fish, Spike. I'm sorry. I could feel the word 5 just slipping out of my mouth, and I couldn't go back.
I am a fish fan. What's your favorite kind of fish, Brosentia?
My
Like
favorite.
to
Alright.
eat.
I
specifically.
think I might have to restart the game.
You know, I am. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and. You know what? I'll go ahead and give the makers of this game -1 fish
There it is.
because
They
they
still have more
see
fish
it-
than I do.
I love the yellow screen there. It just makes this very loud screeching sound when you get to it.
Oh, wait.
But
How
yeah,
close have you gotten to the end of this level?
Oh, no.
honestly,
I
it's not
think I
really
was
clear
actually
until you're
very
almost
close.
there.
I think I was actually very close, but
I think you were
then I
sort of close.
I saw an arrow that pointed like, hey, the place of destiny is over there.
Yeah, the big question is, how do you get to that arrow? And I think this is something that I actually had to go and look up a past video of people playing this game, which, as far as I know, my only channel is, or the only video that has footage of people beating this level is my channel. So,
I could see a lot of people honestly getting stuck on the very first platform, being like,
yeah,
I'm
this,
good.
I'm trying to see. All right, I'm gonna get this penguin from here because he keeps hecking me. All right, let's go. Let's go, Chunky.
Both of your weapons have an arc to them, so these penguins are just unstoppable gods.
You gotta get like super far away from them.
Yeah, your spacing has to be pinpoint.
Oh, I got banana. Have you gotten a banana?
Yeah, I got the banana. I'm like, it made a noise. There's nothing on the UI that indicated anything
don't-
cool happened.
it might heal you, but I'm not exactly sure how health works in this. Oh,
I don't
apparently
either,
there
yeah.
is a long play of this game on the internet. Never mind. These people have beaten this game. It's beatable.
No.
That's all I can say about this
Whoa,
game.
I'm on the iceberg. What? No.
All right, we're making some progress.
I'm actually surprised, Spike. You managed to find that a lot faster than I did. I feel like I can go ahead and give you 10 points for that.
Oh, thanks, baby.
Yeah, you're
okay.
welcome. Anytime.
Wait. Oh no, that was the end. No.
Oh, no.
Yes, I do want to restart. That was the end of the level right there. I found the way of the hero. No.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, I wanted that so bad. Okay, now we're
fine,
gonna
it's
speed
all
run it.
right, all right.
The penguin's coming back.
All right.
I'm not even gonna try beating them. We're just going over the top.
I'm
speed
scared.
runs.
This
off.
is like the part where I'm like, I'm further than I've ever been, and I don't want to die.
I know, right?
Okay.
Oh, you can't be scared.
Yeah,
Wait.
what-
Oh no.
one
I'm so
sort
scared.
of good thing is
I'm
that,
so
like,
scared.
your hitbox for taking damage from the insta-kill spike seems to be a little bit smaller. Wow, that was good voice.
All right. All right. Ooh. I'm so scared. Palms are
I want.
sweaty.
I want to run off this. This
Oh,
also,
God.
there is no such thing as a checkpoint in this game.
What in the world? How am I supposed to? This game.
Oh. Okay, tomahawk slam this top shelf
How do you
idiot.
roll?
Oh no.
Wait, there's an arrow down there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you found the arrow.
Oh,
The arrow
I
of
found
destiny.
The arrow. Okay.
I'm gonna get my.
What if I?
Technically where you're supposed to go, correct?
No! No!
Yeah, this game has a little interesting rules when it comes to how you can move while in the air. Because when you jump or when you fall, you can only either move straight down or in the direction you were facing when you started to fall. While you would like to think you can make that juke and turn around in the air and get over there, you can't. It's not doable.
Oh, that was
as far as I'm
heartbreaking.
aware, anyway.
I'm
It's
never
okay.
getting back there again.
No, you will. You will.
No, you will.
You've got the faith.
You just have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Gotta believe.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a feeling that like you two have definitely Oh! Spike has
What?
made the jump and look at this beautiful cutscene. Yes!
Oh no, I need to reward myself with a cutscene too.
Did he just suplex it? What? Oh,
He
Nukes, you gotta
did.
see it.
He
I'm
did.
working on it.
I'm gonna go ahead and what do you want as a reward for that, Spike?
Golly, so I already have fish. I mean, I am a fan of chicken as well.
Oh,
So
one-
do we sell chicken here?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
sure.
It's a good
I
time
want
to
some-
The
start.
customer is always right. Yeah.
GDQ Hotfix chicken? Hot chicken?
One chicken added to your list of. You've got like some very complicated points going on. You've got like 10 points, and you've got 2 fish, and you've got a chicken.
That. All right, Penguin.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
I got 10 points somewhere, but 2 fish and a chicken. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Boop.
No.
Okay, I made the jump now. I can't.
Those-
What? What? I'm not off of it. This game's lying. This game. Oh, make it.
Spike,
Oh,
this
I
isn't
think-
even about you not getting me a Baja Blast anymore. I need to defeat this first level out of principle of this game. I need to beat this game. It's rude.
Oh, the iceberg.
By the way, I'm willing to give a little bit more information on that jump that you made it to, if you can. I don't know.
sorry.
I feel like I need to take like 100 of your points if I do that, though.
I say
they're
those are the
real
lifeline
points.
points.
They're real points. Yeah, we established that your points are real.
But
All
what are
right, I
mine?
Well,
I'm sorry,
you
they
know,
haven't been made real yet, Spike. They're
Why?
potential.
what is the point of this? I get stuck here.
You can make the jump back to the left, but it's extremely precise. This is a Korean bootleg, okay? This is not your regular video.
What do you
game.
want? This isn't Nintendo certified fresh or anything. Oh, wait.
Everybody
wait.
mocks the Nintendo seal of quality. Okay. They're like, oh, there's so many bad games that have the Nintendo seal of quality. Well, you could have gotten this. You
Yeah.
could have gotten this.
Stop
Download
complaining.
No, I hate this. I did it.
You got it. Oh my gosh, that was fantastic. Very
All right.
nice jump there.
I
You
might
know
not
what?
make it past this level, but I did that jump, so
You did.
it counts for something.
Yeah, he's
You
gonna
like that-
have like 6 toes off
That-
of that platform.
And my dad played French horn, so
Yeah, that was worth a lot of points
Why?
earlier, I think.
Okay, it's almost like the game is like, it checks, did you make the top platform? No. So you're not going to make any platform. Because 86% of my feet were on top of that thing. This is, I love this.
86%.
See, like, if I'm going to make that platform, There is also absolutely some speedrun potential to this because you can jump on enemies.
Why can't I get this ding dong?
Yeah, you can definitely jump on enemies in order to get extra height in some cases. And I feel like there may be potential, like if you take damage in certain areas, possibly getting another jump. Like, I'm not completely sure how it would be used, but there definitely has to be some potential. With that said, I'm scared that you're thinking about that right now.
Oh, I'm not going to just jump.
Oh, the spikes! Oh!
Oh, Spike Vegeta getting
glacier.
taken out by his own worst enemy, Spikes.
The glacier right by there, it looked a little bit like Bart Simpson's head. I'm not going to lie.
Okay,
It does,
sorry.
doesn't it?
The noises
Yeah.
are definitely necessary when you make these jumps.
It's true. Like,
helps.
every jump feels like your last jump.
All right. Why is this penguin not... All right. Okay,
I hate
so
the spears.
there's lore here. There's definitely lore.
Okay,
Right, 'cause you
I
would-
think there is. As far as I'm aware, with the intro cutscene, it shows that you get frozen in a glacier. And that's how you manage to make it to... I don't know if this is the future. If it is, I don't want to go here. But,
The future
yeah,
has dinosaurs?
well, I guess it has a mammoth as well. Maybe you're, like, even older than the dinosaurs.
Why can't I sit on this
It
one?
makes sense. You've got joints. You've got ball joints for every joint.
Newt.
Okay.
I love
Actually,
the
think
newts
the
in this
spear's
game.
better here. Yeah, right in the booty.
Yeah!
Why?
You-
You think my monkey would... Wait, can I
Okay.
jump on them? That works?
It's
Newt,
all right,
Newt.
it's all right, it's all right. We've worked
Okay.
this out. We need
All right.
more cutscenes.
So, for points, I can have some lore?
100 points for a little help for where to go from here.
Yes. I'll trade
Okay.
my points.
You need a leap of faith to the left.
I see that dinosaur. Okay.
Okay, that dinosaur... That's technically not where you're going to end up, and that's okay. Keep holding left after you jump.
Oh, God. Oh, newts.
Yeah!
Newts.
Wow.
The dinosaur,
Newt
very
newts.
nice.
They're
They're
newts.
penguins. In fact, they're more newts than most penguins. Like March of the Penguins, they didn't newt a single time.
What is a newt
Oh,
newt?
my. These. Spike, get your penguin lore
Oh
straight.
my gosh. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm taking the chicken away because you don't know penguin lore.
What do I have to do to get the penguin?
You mean the chicken?
The chicken penguin. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Take
it's all
away his
birds.
chicken.
Penguins aren't chickens.
He
I already
doesn't
took
get-
no
No.
chicken because,
No more chicken for Spike.
by the way, Spike, a long
is
time
good
ago,
life.
you asked me what fish I like. I would
Oh,
say
yeah,
that,
that was so long ago.
oh my gosh, I would say that there are two, possibly. If it's sushi, I'm all about that tuna.
Oh,
Otherwise,
yeah.
salmon is really good as well. Salmon sushi is also fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed. Big agreed. I think, okay, I need to jump up because this penguin okay, he's going upstairs. He's going to the upstairs
All right.
apartment. That's where his bathroom is. Now we gotta make the jump. Okay. Now, take out Green Boy. Jump over this one. I think that is the tactical advantage right there, our jumping ability. And now we're heading up Stairway to Heaven. This seems not survivable.
That looks dangerous, yeah.
Wait, Penguin of Destiny, come with me. Keep walking that way.
He wants to
Walk this
smooch
way.
you.
What is this idle animation he
It's
does?
scratching your armpit. Can't you
Oh.
tell?
But his okay. You come here.
All right.
They only had so many animation tools back in the 70s when they made this game.
Will he walk over
Come
here?
on.
Because I'm like, wait, can I bounce on him? There's no way, right? Oh, we're pulling him over. Oh no, he's turning around.
All right.
He's at the end of his runway. Okay. All right, let's explore over here. What?
Okay. All right. Me and the newts. Let's go. Nukes and the newts.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
you
my
can
new-
do it.
Ukulele band.
Nope. Okay. Questions.
You think? Okay.
Can I? Okay, let's try different. Let's look at this from a different perspective, chat. All right, perspective failed.
Okay, what perspective?
Oh, okay. Take out.
All right.
No, we gotta give him the tomahawk slam. There's also something with like if you rapid fire your tomahawks or your spears, the second one has a lower trajectory.
Yeah, it can be helpful with certain enemies that are above you, especially with the tomahawk. Yeah, the penguin, he's coming. He's
Come on,
coming back.
get away so you don't block me. Thank you.
It's so bad. Okay. I want to give Brosentia more of these awesome cutscenes. So you've beaten this game, right? Like you have the world record.
What? I didn't even beat the first stage, Spike. You beat me already.
Oh, so I actually have the world record for this game.
You
Well,
definitely
no, someone
don't.
on YouTube did it.
Yeah, someone on a YouTube person did a
YouTube's
long
not
play.
real.
Yeah, y'all think pro wrestling is real? No,
Nah.
neither is YouTube.
YouTube
That
is
Bart
a-
Simpson glacier, though. Holy
Alright.
crap! It's
Where am I
real.
going?
Oh,
Whoa!
okay.
All right, so when you crouch, you don't
Is there something over
move.
here?
Uh-oh, what the heck? Oh my gosh.
Oh, the combo Spike.
Golly, and this game, it's Sonic the Hedgehog 1, which also doesn't believe in iframes when you bonk. Okay, surely you can jump on that penguin I just took damage to. Surely you can jump on him, and that will actually allow you to do
Am I
a
supposed
big
to-
sequence break in the speed run.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my
Whee!
god!
You get the cutscene.
Oh my gosh, are we teed up? Yo, check out so this elephant.
You're tied
right?
up. So good.
Oh, that was worth it. Honestly.
Yeah, so talk to me a little bit about the experience. Like, how would you describe the controls, Nuclear?
Oh,
How does this feel to you?
bad. This
Okay.
is not, you know.
Best monkey rolling game she's played in 2022.
I mean, that might be true.
I try to jump a lot. Also, okay. All right, I see the lore. I see it.
Okay.
You know what?
Wait, you call it a glacier lore?
Yeah,
That's like
I learned
dark.
it.
Oh, okay. The lore is there's a glacier there. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll go
that's
ahead.
the lore, is that
I'll give
it
you 5
exists.
points for lore. That's pretty good.
Whoa, it's
No.
fast!
Now, bro,
Actually,
Sencha,
no, I'll give Spike Vegeta's chicken to you for the lore
All
that
right.
you just gave there.
what?
I'm sorry, Spike. You lost it. You're gonna have to earn that chicken back.
Well, I guess at least we live together, so we can maybe like work out a deal.
I don't.
Who's the one
Grudge
who would
Match is all about
realistically cook you that chicken?
Ooh.
Listen, honey, I know I didn't share my Baja Blast or my tacos, but please.
What
All right,
about
we're just
the
gonna
beefy
jump.
5-layer burrito. Ooh.
Oh, is that your favorite Taco Bell item? Everyone's got their. Everyone's like
Probably
Crunchwrap
been
Supreme.
half a decade since I've had Taco Bell, but yeah, that's the best that I recall.
All
Uh-huh.
right.
Yeah.
Can I? So one thing I actually do like about this game, because I love the concept of and you have to believe in this with the whole Kusei Grande background and everything. There's nothing in media that is all good or all bad. One thing I like about this game, you can buffer every single one of your jumps.
Yes.
Like if you press jump as you go to a platform, you jump into the next one. So these like disappearing platforms, not as hard as you would think. Now here's the problem. How do I? This is your death, right?
I disagree with that, but okay.
I'd say I don't know. I don't like. It depends. You have to think about if you have to get your mindset right in order to buffer correctly. It's not like 100%. If you push jump way early, you're gonna jump, but
Right.
like, there's a little bit of a rhythm to it that if you do it, it'll basically execute in the right.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, even great video games are like, this basically works, right?
Yeah. The thing is, one thing that you're learning really quickly as well is that with bootlegs, a lot of the rules that apply to even not great games, but games that have the seal of quality for Nintendo, anything that was quote unquote official sort of follows a certain rule set, and bootlegs do not. They break those rules. So yeah, it's a lot of figuring out what rules are they breaking here. Are they wanting me to make blind jumps? Are they wanting me to try to jump on some spikes and suddenly some invisible platform appears for no good reason? Which I don't know what the answer is here. I'm just throwing that out as something that would come across my mind.
I mean, I've played games like Rayman 1 is like one of my favorite games of all time. And that is full of some like blind jumps and whatnot you gotta make. Okay, we're loading that nerd on screen. We're gonna hit this guy with the spear because the tomahawk slam, too tall for him. Maybe the big chuck, let's go. All right, from downtown, from a long distance. All right. Okay.
I do like the chat has learned that penguins are temporary platforms. That's basically. Oh!
That is
unfortunately,
incorrect.
they're also. Yeah, they deny your jump there. Yeah, Nuclear is at the same place that Spike was at just now. I'm wondering, she's got an idea. I'm wondering what you're going to do.
I kind of want to yeet. Nope. Nope.
Oh,
it was worth a shot. Because
you had to try it, right? You had to go for it.
Oh, yeah. With this game, you do have unlimited continues, so it's not a huge loss if you try that. Yeah, that's one of the best things about this game is that it'll at least let you continue where you were.
Okay, you gotta come over here. We gotta
and
load this dude
music's
on.
good. I like the music.
Yeah, I've been bopping the whole time, honestly.
Yeah, the music's a solid bopper.
Oh, what? No!
Oh, the number of times both of you have died here. I love it.
Oh, this is okay.
I'm just glad I made
go.
it past the first level.
So just to explain to the viewers what happened, Nuclear jumped, unfortunately took some contact damage with either Penguin or something up there and fell touching the spikes. Spike, on the other hand, tried to do the jump without doing a full jump because you can do smaller hops. Unfortunately, that was not a big enough jump to make it over the spike, so neither of those worked in the way that they wanted them to.
Are the correct solution.
It kind of does turn into a puzzle. How do you get the jank to work, right?
Right. Because, like, you could see it being like, all right, they do actually want you to, like, bring over a thing and, like, damage
all right.
these.
Something's wrong with that. It's just incorrect.
Okay.
Yeah, the big question is, what do you have to do there? Talk it out with me. Talk it out with me, Nukes. What do you think? Yeah, not following.
Do we have to knock something down? How do you cross the bed of spikes?
Yeah, Spike is... I think he made it past the part that you're a little bit stuck at, Nukes. I think you're going to get it in just a little bit, but...
I believe.
Yeah, what's your strategy going in this time?
Believing.
Believing, okay. Well, that didn't work.
All right, Chad, give me your favorite Taco Bell item.
For believing.
Parappa told me I just gotta believe, so I think of my good pal Parappa in these times.
Oh my gosh.
I still never played Parappa, man.
I've watched people play Parappa, and it's an absolute joy.
That's a joy. About it. All right, let's see if I can jump. Oh, Newt. Maybe I can go up a different way.
What a little Newt.
Yeah, he's just there partying.
Come on. My theory is there might be an invisible platform somewhere, or I got to get rid of these up here. I don't know.
I don't want to spoil unless you want to sacrifice.
No, I'm gonna brain power.
Yeah, you already lost 100 points that one time. Yeah.
I did get a chicken though, so.
Okay.
But yeah, Spike, what can you do to reclaim the chicken? I think if you get past this area, you'll
Wait,
have earned a chicken.
where is the invisible platform? I want the chicken back. That's what we're in this for right now.
Yeah, it
I
used
want
to be
the
about
Baja Blast and the chicken.
Wait, now you're getting a Baja Blast?
Well,
yeah, I
he already
would
got
get
the
two.
Baja Blast. That's the problem. He
Is
got a
that-
Baja Blast and didn't give it to you.
Whoever wins this level first, because someone's definitely going to beat this level, gets a Baja Blast. That's how we're going to...
All right.
Okay,
all right.
deal.
Taco Bell
What?
is open late, so we could go
Okay.
after
Oh,
this.
jeez. I'm
The
not sure,
after
like,
party.
The after party.
just so everybody knows, this is a race between Nukes and Spike Vegeta. They're trying to make as much progress as they can in this game in an hour.
Yeah,
As
what
you can
up?
tell.
Sorry.
You got it. You got the jump there. Very nice. You know what? Because you believed and you got there, I'll go ahead and redeem 50 points for the 100 that I took away before. You can go ahead and get 50 back because you did it with the power of belief.
Thank you.
Anyways,
It was
the
inspiration.
stakes are so high that someone might get a Baja Blast. Now, this whole show is essentially two people coming together, playing a game that they haven't played before. I like to think of it as like sitting down with friends and just sort of having fun. Having a new experience.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people at some point, like, you get together with some friends and like, yeah, you played Super Mario growing up. Maybe you played like some Call of Duty with your friends. Who had the friend group where all of a sudden you got together and you found something on the internet that y'all play together? Something free, something no one had ever heard of. This show is getting to have that experience, apparently. You get to watch it. How many people in chat right now are like, I could make these jumps? And I want you to know,
Actually, think
you
I
would never be able to.
think I remember what you're supposed to do, and I'm
You know,
but I'm not sure. So why did the Pope just kill you?
Wait, what?
I
swear that was the Pope throwing snowballs at you, Nukes. But-
thought if I got a banana, maybe it'd give me some power, and it did not.
That was a good thought, though. I like that.
I know. I wanted to say, like, does it somehow give me invincibility?
So it turns out I want people to know that Spike actually tried something once that is the correct solution, but unfortunately was not doing it quite in the right location.
Oh, my Lanta. Well, there's 3 different paths I've tried to just jump towards.
Yeah, but yeah, I gotta let you know, like, you're a little bit in the lead, but I don't want you to be too juked by this game.
Okay.
Just like the right amount of juked, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
See, I'm your bad game guide here. I'm just carrying you through this experience with... What company is this even? What? CN Art? They brought this beauty here. But yeah, essentially, they are trying to race through this game and make as much progress as they can. Whoever does make the most progress over the course of the hour is considered the winner. But honestly, I think the chicken is the main goal here.
That's all I'm playing for.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Well, you're not
okay,
winning it
yeah.
yet, Spike.
I know. That's why the gamer jorts are on. Needing to bring home the chicken for the fam.
Oh, come on. I'm trying to jump off the newts and the newts bite.
You're actually
Right.
really good. Well, I think they're kissing you to death. They're just... mwah.
Okay, tomahawk slam. Double tomahawk slam. Okay. Is it something? Can you knock these down? Wait. Oh, ha, 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 ha.
That was
That's right, Chad. We opened up Game Facts. That's right. Is it Game
All
Facts or Game FAQs?
Game FAQs. I don't think they have an article
FAQs.
about this one. But I think that may be worth something. You know what? The chicken is back to Spike.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
go.
That was a
Whoa, it's the
that was
Pope.
a huge move. Yeah, you just
All
killed
right.
the Pope. Okay, half a chicken
Spike
back
did
to
some type of
nukes.
okay.
Because you killed the Pope, Spike. You can't just go kill the Pope.
Yeah,
I'm
that
trying
is
to-
fair. There has to be a trade. Checks and balances going on
I'm
here.
like King Solomon. Let's cut the chicken in two.
trying
All right, I'm out of
rolling?
spears. I got to start chucking tomahawks and everything. They're gonna be right in front of me, but I gotta back up for it. Oh.
I don't
Tomahawk
understand how you
yesterday.
roll. Okay.
It depends.
Oh,
How
I'm not
how good of a husband are you gonna be? Are you gonna just let nukes figure it out?
Oh, there may be something that you need to knock down.
I was
on
already
the street.
trying that.
I know. I tried many
I'm sorry.
times.
I started draw. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh, what? There may be
Interesting.
many things to knock down.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Well,
just trying to use
oh,
guilt
no.
here. This is how I solve my problems. It's by guilting people. I'm sorry that you fell there. I feel like I can go ahead and give you a fish in these trying times.
No.
Can give though. I'm not giving anything better. Just a fish for that.
Eh,
Oh, these spikes are stressing me.
Okay, I
This one
don't
in
remember what's
particular,
down here.
I'm not a fan of this spike right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
I-
All right.
eh,
We're learning. We're learning.
I'm scared. I only. I knew. That was like 6 minutes of my life. No.
All right,
And sometimes this is
I
just not
spared
on
the
a good
Pope.
cycle.
To note, I spared the Pope.
I had to take him out.
Oh my gosh, you did spare the. You jumped on the other Pope, but he lived.
No! I got too
Oh!
spicy.
Oh, you did get too spicy. What did you say you think you deserve for the Pope? I feel like you were going to make a demand.
I was, and then
You're in the position to make it man.
I think
You
I
didn't kill
get
the
my
Pope,
own newt.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're right.
you can have a penguin. Do you want it like still alive?
Yeah, we're gonna have we're
Okay.
gonna sing. We're gonna make a ukulele band together.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm thinking. I loved the book Mr. Popper's Penguins when I was young. My last name is Cook, and one of the penguins was named Captain Cook, like the main penguin from the book. And I just loved him even more. He was the best penguin. So there's a little Brossentia lore for y'all. I love
What was his name
no.
again?
Captain Cook, just like the explorer.
The one and only.
Captain Cook.
Yeah, you want to know what my first pet's name was, or my mother's maiden name? Well, I'm not telling you that.
I was like, oh, we're going deep now. Let's do it. Yeah, you got a bank account number in there somewhere?
Yeah. Can you give me the last 3 digits on your the back of your credit card?
Those
I
cute
have the
little
other
digits there, yeah.
All right, Chad, let's
I
play
just
a
always
game.
forget
No.
what
By the way, Railcoon really likes your noises, Spike, and because of that, Railcoon has opted to gift you a fish.
Yo, let's go.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
All right.
What
For
am I
some
up to, like
reason-
3 fish now? No chicken, though, right?
You've got half a chicken.
Okay, well, I'm taking
I
out the
split
Pope
it in
then.
half. I split. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know we
Don't-
split it in half.
Well, yeah.
Oh, we each got half a chicken? Okay.
I
Well,
did
what if
King
I want?
Solomon to it. Oh my freaking crap! That's it. I'm taking no, whatever. Nukes, you can have the whole chicken because Spike wasn't
Okay,
listening.
thank you.
I'm just
Yeah, I did spare the Pope, so you know.
Yeah, you did spare the Pope, and Spike killed the Pope.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we need more ammunition. Ammunition.
All right. We're going.
Oh.
We're going.
Ammunition. 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 Turn around. The integrity. All right.
You know what? So we ordered groceries for delivery. I actually have a hard time going to grocery stores. Like, I get really big anxiety when I go. It sounds super nerdy, but it's just the fact. So we order, and I'm okay with whatever they bring if they make substitutions, but we ordered some like frozen chicken breasts, and instead they brought like half of the turkey with gravy, and I'm like, I appreciate it. Like, I'm gonna enjoy that turkey, okay? But it doesn't exactly work. It's not the same as raw chicken breasts. Half a turkey? What am I? Not the same.
This thing, it's trying to send out its children.
Oh my gosh. It's eggs. They're gonna kill you.
The Pope killed me.
I can't.
I scared the Pope, and the Pope killed me.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
But
I'm
also,
gonna throw.
Rosentia, I do the same thing with groceries, so I dig.
Yeah, I saw some people beat
not
them.
me.
They're definitely not paid enough for what they're doing. You know, thank you for all those people who help out with delivery stuff. But at the same time, if I want frozen chicken breast, I don't want like half of a frozen turkey and gravy. That's not the same thing. Oh yeah, and one time like we wanted some ground up coffee, and they're like, no, they brought some creamer instead.
Oh, well.
And I'm like, it's Utah, okay? Nobody.
It's Utah.
Seriously, do not. You can trust Starbucks or any cafe, but if it's not a cafe or Starbucks in Utah, just don't get the coffee. Because nobody knows how to make a decent cup of coffee here. Unless it's a cafe or Starbucks.
Which, like, Starbucks are the,
All right.
that's separate of the state it's tied to at that point.
Yeah, it's like, no, you come to Utah, you just get what you can, okay?
Okay, so I
the
found the mother. I need to figure out how to dodge her many children. So I think you need to save a certain projectile. Man, I want to learn like little, not damage use skips, but jumping off of enemies skips. I feel like there is great potential.
It's so disappointing when that happens. You know, I really enjoyed this though. I like that you have to break things and.
Yeah, like the whole breaking the icicle mechanic, you know, kind of a bit of a surprise. Bike had tried it, but missed the first time, and because it's not exactly always accurate.
I mean, but there is an audio cue for it, honestly.
Yeah, like an audio and a visual cue. Honestly, it's a nice little touch that they added here. I can't... Like, here's the deal. You're a small company that has, like, no resources in a place that has very limited video games. You want to put... You know, they have very few copyright laws, but they still went out, they made their own graphics, they made their own music, they put this together. I'm not sure if this is even correct to call bootleg or just very indie.
Very.
Like
there's
super
indie, and then there's very indie.
Yeah,
and there are
like,
indie companies that are like 2 people, and they're not in very indie. This is like they had no budget.
Yeah, this is like no budget. You know, this company did make a few other what we call bootlegs, but you know, it's still is using a lot of original assets, as far as I'm aware. And because of that, I feel like it's not quite the same as a quote-unquote bootleg game. Oh, there's a giant penguin.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, the question is,
shoot.
who's going to kill the giant penguin first? Because both players have seen it.
Oh.
Oh, okay, we've got a strategy. We've got a strategy on Nuke's side. And Nuke's moves into the lead.
Nukes is taking the lead. She's checking out the cutscenes.
Oh.
I want to see the cutscenes.
That was the best cutscene.
That was pretty good.
I
Wait,
wanna
we're still
watch
on
it.
ice levels? I know there's more after ice levels. What is
I
this
was like, is the
music?
whole game this?
This music,
Okay.
though, here.
Railcoon, if you do not have this music on, you need to change it right now because this is wild. I forgot this music. Oh my gosh. Okay. Spike,
This is
you
my
need to kill the
favorite.
giant penguin.
I know. I gotta beat the penguin.
I'm crying.
Whoa, what is that?
Okay, I'm making my way downtown. I'm doing something fast. Okay.
Are you homeward bound? Are you penguin bound? Chicken bound?
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta take out the Pope on the way.
You know what,
This
Spike?
Gotta
If you
slow
can
down
give
and
me
take out the tower.
if you can get, it's perfect. It's so good, Nukes. If you can give me a really cool fact about a video game that makes me go, oh, that's cool, I can give you your own chicken.
A really cool fact about a video game. Golly.
I know, so vague, huh? I mean, we could even just say Donkey
You know
Kong
what?
Country
Okay,
or
here's what I'm
whatever.
gonna say. Here's my fun fact because this game reminds me of it. The Legend of Zelda Wand of Gamelon is not as bad as you think it is from what the internet has told you. If you play the remastered version that Nukes and I have played, that is a funny and not the worst gaming experience that you can have in like 2 hours. I recommend anyone, if you are into gaming and gaming history, you should go check out Wand of Gamelon. So my fun fact is that game's not that bad.
So, yeah, the big question is that an official remaster?
Nintendo was like, yeah, get it on the eShop. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I think it was a fan remake or fan remaster, if I'm not mistaken. Which
So
honestly,
it's got like hints and stuff to it, but yeah, it's still good.
no, I'd say that like fans make a lot of really cool stuff, and anybody like, yeah, I'll give you a chicken for that. You can have a chicken.
Thank you. I was like, I'm gonna need
because
my chicken.
I would agree. There's a lot of fascinating stuff about like games that people think typically as being quote unquote bad. There's still a lot of redeemable qualities to them, and honestly, there are plenty of games like this. If you fixed some of the platforming, like it might end up being an okay-ish game. Like maybe not memorable. The terrible controls kind of make this unforgettable. I got to be honest about that.
Okay.
But like again, the whole like buffering your jumps and everything. Like I don't need much. Oh no, this game's terrible. I'm just kidding. Dang it.
Now,
about to comment.
Now that I've heard this music, I'm having a wonderful time.
No, I want to hear the music. It's just so much effort to get through the level at this point.
No, I'm looking. Apparently, we're actually out of chicken, Spike. So you get half a turkey and some gravy.
Oh.
You get half a turkey and some gravy. That's all we can give you.
I mean, I am a fan of turkey. It's always sad when like you have like Thanksgiving and
My game glitched.
Oh no! Like the
Isn't
rolling
that just
glitch?
regular
The
invention?
rolling's happening again.
Oh no!
no.
And I'm on level 3.
This is my chance.
What I might suggest, as a possible solution is mash everything on your keyboard to see if that fixes
right.
anything.
I found the solution. It's to hold up at all times.
That
And
would
then you
work.
cannot go into a roll. That's the solution. You just have to hold up.
That's annoying, but it works. I love that my possible solution is just mash everything. I've played enough bootlegs that...
Surefire solution.
Oh no, chat voted that it wasn't a fun fact, as a matter of fact, Spike. I still
So-
feel like you can get the turkey and gravy. But
Chat, y'all are being haters. Y'all have
think
like
you can give
6,000
him-
points.
The gravy, but maybe not the turkey.
Okay, no turkey. You get the gravy.
I disagree with all of you.
You have 10 points of
You could
and
use the
3
gravy
fish
on,
and gravy.
on
Take
your
out the
fish.
Pope.
Do you put gravy on fish?
And well, you could. Oh.
Okay. I mean, you can put gravy on a lot of things.
All right, I'm gonna mash things while we're doing this cutscene. and
Hey, put some
hopefully-
gravy on
Nope,
your
that
peanut
did
butter
not
and
help.
jelly. Just try the combo.
Looks like it's going to be holding up from here on out. It's okay. You've only got like 6 minutes left.
Really? Wow, this flew by. Unironically, like this
I've
has
had
been a lot of fun.
Spike, you need to beat that level so that you can see the cutscene.
Oh my
though.
gosh, you
I'm
have to
trying.
hear the music as well.
One,
Like,
Yeah.
2, 3.
At the very
4.
least, he can come over here after we're done and listen to the music because
3.
it's unbelievable. Oh my gosh, my side hurts like from laughing. It's ow.
Why? Those haven't been hurting the whole time. Where is that guy? Every time, a good friend of mine, Omni Gamer in the speedrunning community, made a hitbox viewer. I know at some point for a lot of old games that he played. I know no one's ever going to make it, but I would love to see a hitbox viewer for that moment right there.
I want you to know, Railcoon keeps complimenting all of the sounds that you make, and I don't know if that deserves any special points or something. I feel like
That's like
Maybe-
6 chickens.
I don't know.
Whoa,
We were-
Spike.
we were out of chicken.
Wow.
You got that's like
Chicken nuggets?
Wow.
You don't need...
Okay, 6 chicken nuggets. Sure, I can afford some chicken nuggets.
All right, that's like a kid's meal and a half right there.
That reminds me, I saw a video the other day. It was Poppy Playtime, Happy Meals. It's a secret item, and it was a stupid YouTube video. Okay,
I was on the journey with you. I was like, what are we? Oh no, they're
you
trying to take me out.
You can't order Poppy
Wait.
Playtime chicken nuggets.
the
Okay, it
strats,
doesn't happen.
the speed strat there. Skip over the whole level. Not
Did
the
you
whole
just-
level.
Yeah, supposedly the kid's meal didn't come with a toy; it came with blood. Yeah. Ew. Anyways, it's fake. Don't believe the videos.
I already told you, YouTube is fake.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's just like pro wrestling. None of that is real. None of those are real people. So here's another
Some of
fun
the
fact that
injuries
has
are real.
nothing to do with video games. When I was a kid, I thought when people like kissed in movies and stuff, I thought it was all like robots and like, no, they're not married. They're not kissing.
What?
I vividly remember telling my dad, I vividly remember telling him like, oh yeah, so the way they do that, they get really, really close, but they don't actually kiss. Like their lips are like a millimeter apart.
Huh. Maybe they like put glue on their lips. Ooh, if you put Elmer's
Yeah.
glue on your lips and then you
Oh, yeah.
kiss, then it doesn't
That's-
count.
That's Spike lore that I never knew, and I'm so glad I learned tonight.
Oh, I'm so glad he never told me.
That's very interesting. Well, what else can we talk about?
Man, I've never heard Percentia be like, well, that was weird. We got to move on to a new conversation. So, Quise Grande, am I right? Yeah.
I grew up, like, obviously in Utah, family that goes to church every week, Mormon household, and even I didn't think that, Spike.
Even I knew.
Yeah, even I knew.
They just
kissing was
are
real.
robots.
Yeah, they are robots.
Kissing isn't real.
Robots are allowed to love. Okay?
All right.
Okay.
I love the attempted strat. Did that work for you before, Nukes? Like the roll strat that you're trying there.
I know, but that was my theory of how I would get through.
Like the idea. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be working quite yet. Spike.
I know, I can't. The jump over there, the midair precision is definitely a little rough. I made it to the mama penguin one time, and I couldn't take her down.
Are you really the Donkey Kong country if you don't win this match?
Like, it was on my home turf, basically. It was like telling, like, oh yeah, professional baseball player, bring him in and make him play like cricket, right? And you're like, it's basically baseball, right? It's rolling monkeys. Spike will be a natural at it. Wait, don't throw the precious spears. I was trying to keep the spears to the mama penguin.
Yeah, how do you die there?
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. That's what I've learned.
Yeah, Nukes is on the third stage using some strat to fall along the left wall, and occasionally it just kills her. I don't know why. Like, there's nothing visible there. Maybe there's like a spike just barely off screen.
I'm so stumped right now.
So
it doesn't help that I have to hold up the whole time, so I'm not continuously rolling.
I mean, you've got less than a minute left, so I mean, could be worse. Oh my gosh.
You know what? You said we have a minute left. I want to see. What? I keep saying yes, I want to continue on this screen. I just need to know. Can you show me, game? I want to know about this strange little ending cutscene right here.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, what happens? What happens? I just want to know. Is my man just actually walking over? Just what? What?
The continue screen just gets bigger. That's an hour. But I want to see what happens when you run out of time.
Is my man just going to be like, oh, okay. I guess I got to go in here. And it's got like a sad monkey face, like on it. What?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he just accepts his fate. Well, everybody, this was the Korean game Barbarian for DOS. Again, whether or not this is bootleg, that's up to you to decide. However, it's very clear that Nukes took the victory, making it to level 3. Spike, you almost had that penguin dead. If you would have killed Mama Penguin, this might be a different story.
Yep, I was the first one to get to the penguin, but then I threw it all away. So what do I mean, obviously, we've got like fish, we got chicken in here and everything. We got all sorts of points. Do I owe a Baja Blast now?
The Baja Blast goes to Nuclear. That's the biggest thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome,
I
Nukes.
was the Donkey Kong Barbarian.
The Donkey Kong Barbarian. Yeah, like Spike, you are a fantastic DKC player. We've loved seeing all of the various games that you've done. And honestly, having you two do speedruns together has been beautiful. I've loved it. Nukes, I feel like we should give you a chance to talk about projects that you've got coming up. Like, I know that you've got a little something this next week.
Yeah, so we mentioned earlier today, but Flame Fatales will be starting this Sunday here on GDQ. I will actually be running Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer Co-op Edition with Fant. So that will be on Tuesday, but definitely check in all week because there's going to be a lot of great women speedrunning, raising money for Malala Fund. You don't want to miss it.
Yes, and just to make sure, when does that start?
That starts on Sunday.
Sunday.
You can check out the schedule. I believe maybe if you type Command FF in chat, there might be a link to the schedule. If not, it's on the Games Done Quick website. And yeah, there's a lot. It's a really great schedule. I might have helped put it together as well. So, it's gonna be a good time. I really, really definitely check that out. Also, I do Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer and other randomizers on my own stream. I stream full time, so you should come hang out over there. We don't do cursed monkey games, but we do a lot of other fun things. So
You've also got a show here on GDQ, the
Yeah.
Hotfix, right?
God, you have a lot
Yeah,
going on.
I do. I have a lot.
just a few things.
You can also catch me on Team Stun Quick Hotfix shows. I have a show every other Wednesday called No Category Left Behind, where we showcase speedrun extensions categories. And then alternating Thursdays, I have a show called Victory Lap, where we take recent personal best and world record runs, and we have the runners watch them back and commentate and really break down the runs, where we allow them to pause, rewind, draw over the VOD if they'd like to, and just really take the time to explain runs in a way that you normally don't get to see.
Yeah, I love that. It's I think that back in the day with SDA, they occasionally allowed commentary tracks for people to upload with their speed runs, and some of those were a blast. It's kind of cool to be able to have like a live show giving commentary about that. I love that you started doing it. That's fantastic. Spike also has a lot of projects going on. I know this. Spike, what are you doing these days?
Well, I am currently, I was doing a bunch of things. I am dropping it all now to become the new Barbarian world record holder. I had it for about 20 minutes there, dropped it to Nuclear. We're going back in. We're taking it back. Come over to my stream right now. No, gosh, that would be terrible.
I think you need at least a nap before that.
Yeah, just a quick power nap, then we'll come back more powerful. This is not my normal stream hours. No, if you like randomizers, I've been doing a lot of that. Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer, Donkey Kong 64 randomizer, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer. I like to stream in the mornings. And yeah, you can also check out the YouTube channel for like VODs and whatnot. And yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, going on, events and whatnot we're going to. It's gonna be great.
Well, finally, I want you to go and just listen to Nuke's sound for like 5 seconds to hear what this music is, and then give us our reaction, and then I'll let you go.
Okay, am I in Discord or?
I'm over here.
Yeah, literally.
Like literally walk over here.
Walk to her room.
You're married.
Let me get on the plane real quick. I'll be right over.
5 hours later.
We just sit. Spike goes out, brings home a Baja Blast. We're just sitting here.
Like I got your Baja.
Oh man, that would have been real Why didn't we plan that? That would have been
great.
comedy.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Well, missed the chance. I love that the penguin's kissing your butt right there.
Oh, let me get away from that penguin.
Yeah, boss, I can't hear the music very well. What?
Oh no!
What is this music? What?
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, it's beautiful. Everybody
get in the recording booth.
It's so good. Oh, sorry, I'm crying again. This has been the GDQ Hotfix Grudge Match, everybody. Thank you for coming and watching Barbarian, as well as the game that we had before, the Alice in Wonderland
we too must die.
Exclusive. Yeah, go into the coffin. Everybody, the monkey must sleep, and so must we. So thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Enjoy Frame Fatales this weekend, as well as the Hotfix shows happening tomorrow afternoon. And we will see you in 2 weeks with another grudge match. Take care, everybody.